Map Reading 6, Directions and Bearings. This video will help you understand how bearings are used to navigate, including appreciation of the degree and mil system.
This video will help you understand.
It will cover the following objectives: using and understanding the degrees and mil systems, using the different versions of north for map reading,
using and understanding
bearings for map reading, understanding and identifying GMA. In degrees, you should know that north equals 0 or 360 degrees, south 180 degrees, east 90 degrees, and west 270 degrees.
Using the different versions of north.
In the army, however, we use the mil system, where a circle is divided into 6 400 mils, with north being 0 or 6 400 mils, south 3 200 mils, east 1 600 mils, and west 4 800 mils. There are 3 different norths in map reading, and these are true, grid, and magnetic. True north is the direction from where you are standing to the North Pole. Grid north is the upward direction of the north-south grid lines on your map. Magnetic north is the direction to which the red end of the compass needle points. Note that magnetic and true north are not in the same location because the magnetic North Pole is continually moving with the rotation of the Earth. A bearing is an angle measured clockwise from north to a desired location on the ground or map. A magnetic bearing is a bearing from magnetic north to a feature when using a compass out on the ground. A grid bearing is a bearing from grid north measured clockwise to feature on the map when taking a bearing off a map. You may have noticed that the grid and magnetic bearings are different. The difference between the grid and magnetic norths is termed the grid magnetic angle, or GMA for short. When using a magnetic bearing on a map, or a grid bearing to locate a feature on the ground, the difference between the magnetic and grid north, the GMA, must be taken into account, which means either adding or subtracting it, and this can be remembered with a useful phrase. Shown clearly here, if the magnetic north is to the west of grid north, when using magnetic bearing to find a feature on a map, you subtract the GMA from your magnetic bearing to find the correct grid bearing, remembered as mag to grid, get rid. And when using a grid bearing taken off a map to find a feature on the ground, you add the GMA to find the correct magnetic bearing, remembered as grid to mag, add. If the magnetic north appeared to the east of grid north, you simply reverse the adding and subtracting as shown here. The GMA will feature in the blue text on the map circled as shown, or in the text circled here in the map technical information section.